Okay, this will be an interesting one if we can make this look good. Alright. Right. Hear that squeak, folks? It just disappeared. Fuck. Alright, how big are we going to make this one? This one's going to be quite small, so we're going to need quite an enlargement. I think we can guess pretty much how big we're going to make this. I'm wondering if we're going to kill that. We're going to kill it. I think it's got to be a bit smaller than 300, so I think it's just 250. I think we're going to make it both ways. We'll see how we go with it anyway. Wonder what background colour we're going to give this, if it's going to work. We're going with the happy colour, and now we're just going to set this silly thing up. Here we go. And a bit of, we're going to go all the way with the contrast this time. This will be an interesting, with this particular type of original. So let's see how we go. Okay, right. Actually, I'm wondering if maybe we just take the black back, because it's got a lot of black in it. So it looks a bit yucky. I want the colours to shine through a bit better. But anyway, it's called Yerg Zero, Ethiopia. 5 senses. It's again about coffee. And on the back it just shows what it's all about. Anyway, I picked it up from a local coffee shop. I drink my coffee. I really enjoy sitting back and having a cuppa. It's one of the few luxuries that I afford myself, you could say. And even then, I can't always afford it. At the moment, I'm broke, so I have to just use instant coffee. So I have instant coffee. That's what I've been drinking for most of the days this week. I just can't afford any fancy stuff. Anyway, that looks interesting, I think. Don't know if I really like it, but at least the yellow has made itself a bit of a presence. So now we're just going to use that as our master copy. So I'm just going to throw this on the recycle pile. Let's see how we go with this. We can make it, we might just enlarge it a bit, but that looks good. I'm wondering where the centre of this thing is going to be. We'll soon find out. Let's see if we can make it look good. Right, now we're just going to get rid of that, but we're going to enlarge on the horizontal. We're going to make it just 104, and the vertical is going to have a bigger enlargement. We're going to call it 130. So that's how we're going to do it. Right, so now we're just going to put this. So I'm wondering which side we're doing. We've got to enlarge it that way, so it's got to go this way. So we got it this way. Just a little bit of an overlap to get rid of the potential for ugly, ugly borders. Big borders that make it hard to make it look ugly, the mirror image. So we just got to straighten it up and just put it down. And let's see how we go. Or actually, we just got to check our other settings. See if they can be improved. We don't want that anymore, so we've got to turn that off. Here we've got to take the copy density and we've got to darken it. Not all the way. What else do we do with this? I think we're just going to keep it fairly basic for now at least. Let's see if the yellow comes up a lot brighter. Let's see how we go. Okay, out it comes. Let's see if we've cropped it nicely. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. That looks like a better looking result. I think that's going to be, it's either going to be there or up there. So it looks like we're going to make it there, even though it looks good up there. Well, I'm just wondering if that's going to be, we just keep decision making. Sorry, folks. Anyway, I think that's how we're going to run it. Okay. Right, now we can put this in the middle. Oh, not in the middle, but you get my drift. Put it in place. So just going to line these up nicely. Just touch the corners together if we can. Or something like that anyway. So now we're just going to print off two, and we're going to make these into mirror images. So we're just going to make these into mirrors. So let's see how we go. And yeah, places like Ethiopia do grow nice coffee. Yeah. I don't know if this is fair trade type coffee, however, but then again, there's a lot of things that are not fair trade these days on the back of money making and profiteering. And even this photocopier was probably made by people who were not paid much, because it's made in, most of it's made, I think, is made in China, and there's some of it in Vietnam, and there's even a Japanese, a made in Japan sticker on it, but I don't understand why, because it's on the same part as, it's right near the China, it's just above the China, made in China sticker, so I'm a bit confused as to why it says made in Japan. I only noticed this just days ago when I looked at the back of it. I didn't even notice that it said made in Japan. I just saw the made in China and the made in Vietnam stickers, so I don't know what parts were made in China or Japan, because it was on the same part of the machine. But capitalism is a bit of a mystery. It's a horrible thing that the rich have conceived. It's got to be broken down, and the world has to give up on capitalism and find another path. And I think the path we need is socialism. So that's just a little bit of 10 cents, my 2 cents at the end of this job. But that looks quite nice. I think now we can call it quits. Whoops, damn it, I've enlarged it. I've done that again. I just I just zoomed it instead of turning it off. Fuck, it's annoying.